When I wake up in the morning, love, and my heart is filled with pain, and the smile upon my face is gone. I can't see the sunshine for the rain. When I look at you, then the world's alright with me. Lord, just one thought of you, and I know it's gonna be a lovely day.
Good evening and welcome to the 31st Annual Men of Tomorrow Scholarship Awards Program. This is the second year in a row that we'll be presenting this in a virtual format. My name's Stephen Wood. I am a 1999 graduate of the Men of Tomorrow program, and I'll be your Masters of Ceremonies for this event. So as we get into the show tonight, we'll be showcasing seniors in the program that are graduating and beginning the next phase of their journey. To kick this off, we're going to start with Mr. Jalen Hayward to provide our welcome. Jalen is a senior at the Oak Ridge High School and has been a part of the Men of Tomorrow program for the past 5 years. So, Jalen, you can kick us off.
Good evening. My name is Jalen Hayward, and it is my pleasure this evening to welcome you to the 31st Annual Men of Tomorrow Scholarship Awards Program. For the past 31 years, Men of Tomorrow program has provided mentoring young men and women in the Oak Ridge and Knoxville area, encouraging them to continue their educations and set their goals high. Since the launch, the program has focused on 5 core values: developing a good self-image, providing positive role models, focusing on academic achievements, focusing on career development, and focusing on cultural development. The core values have guided many students like myself to successful careers and bright futures. Tonight, we are here to recognize our 2021 graduation seniors. So thank you for joining us, and I hope you enjoy the program.
Thank you, Jalen, for that welcome. Now, presenting our invocation for this evening, Mr. Jaden Mills. Jaden's a student at the Hardin Valley Middle School and has been in the Men of Tomorrow program for 1 year.
Dear Lord, thank you for this day and your many blessings. Thank you for a family that loves and takes care of me. Lord, I pray for other children and their families. Help them to be families of love, joy, and peace. Lord, bless the Men of Tomorrow participants and their families. Thank you for the mentors that are taking time out of their day to teach, train, and prepare us for what lies ahead. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Thank you so much, Jaden, for those thoughtful words. Now, as we move to the next part of our program, we'd like to talk a little bit about the history of this program, and myself being involved with it for so long, I have a deep appreciation for it and what it's done for me. We're going to have Ms. Kiera Felton come on, and she's a graduating senior from the Farragut High School and has been a member of the Men of Tomorrow for the past 4 years. Kiera?
During the spring of 1990, some members of Zeta Gamma Gamma, chapter of Omega Psi Phi Fraternity Incorporated, realized the need to take action to improve the self-image of our young men. Toward the successful achievement of this goal, the group decided to initiate a pilot program during the 1990 through 91 school year with a focus on 5 core values: development of a good self-image, providing a positive role model, cultural development, academic achievement, and career development among young men. The program was later named the Men of Tomorrow in recognition of the fact that these youth would be our future. The program began in September of 1990 with 10 high school juniors and seniors of the Oak Ridge, Knoxville area. The program soon found an enthusiastic friend and co-sponsor in the late Miss Henrietta Grant, former vice principal for student affairs at Oak Ridge High School. Ms. Grant provided the right enthusiasm, guidance, and foresight to get the program off to a good start. After the first year, it was decided that the program could have a greater impact if it was expanded to include middle school age young men. This proved to be a very important decision for the Men of Tomorrow program since it allowed participants to enter at an early age and continue through high school. The average participant in the program today has been in the program for 3 years, with some being in as long as 6 years. Through the use of workshops, field trips, and mentoring, program coordinators work to ensure that the young men are exposed to as many things as possible that will foster the development of a positive self-image and good moral character. The first Men of Tomorrow Scholarship was awarded in 1991. Each year since 1991, scholarships have been awarded to all participants in the program that have graduated and entered college. As is true with the Scholarship Fund, all activities of the Men of Tomorrow program are supported through generous contributions from businesses in the community. In 2004, the Men of Tomorrow Foundation was established and young ladies began to more actively participate in the program. The Men of Tomorrow Foundation is a 501 organization which operates the Men of Tomorrow program. The Men of Tomorrow is operated by volunteers, and there has never been a charge to the participants for any of the activities, including field trips. The program, which started out as a grassroots effort to improve self-esteem of our young men, has become a community organization recognized by the local school systems, civic organizations, and businesses as a positive influence on our youth. The Men of Tomorrow alumni have been a positive influence on our community and many other communities around the country.
Thank you very much, Kiara. It's always good for us to recognize and revisit our roots. So, as most of you know, the Men of Tomorrow students are usually very busy, and this year was no exception. To tell us about these year's activities, we're going to have Mr. Cassidy Dukes, Mr. Sidney Stokes, and Miss Jasmine Mitchell, and Mr. Bryce Dorsey. Cassie's a graduating senior from the Oak Ridge High School and has been a participant in the Men of Tomorrow program for 3 years. Sydney attends Jefferson Middle School and has been a participant for the last 3 years as well. Jasmine attends Harriman Middle School and has been with us for 2 years. And Bryce attends Oak Ridge High School and has been with the Men of Tomorrow program for the last 2 years. So Cassidy will kick us off.
Hello, my name is Cassidy Dukes. Men of Tomorrow has introduced several activities and speakers to us throughout the years. This year we had an alumni highlight each month and we focused on financial literacy. At our meetings, an alumni would share with us highlights of their life and career and what Men of Tomorrow did for them. They each shared some very important and insightful information with us. The following alumni participated: Chavez Golden, Stephen Woods, Nicholas Crowe, and Rebecca Crowe. Each year, we invite the graduating seniors back after their first year of college to share with us their first year experience. The following individuals came back and gave us a very interesting look at their first year and also shared advice of what was good and what we needed to be aware of. The participants were Jordan Dunbar, Raven Woods, James Brown, John Brown, Lolita Cruz, and Monica Johnson. Our first topic was an introduction and overview of the program. Our presenter was Mrs. Edwina Crowe, coordinator. It consisted of course introduction and financial values and mindsets. We were introduced to the course storyline and the different features available. We took a financial personality test and reflect on our own personal finance priorities, habits, and mindsets. Our learning objective was to identify and reflect on our personal values, financial habits, and mindsets, and understand the goals and features of the course. Key concepts include customized user feedback on how we could improve our current financial habits and behaviors, such as tracking our spending, building an emergency fund, and other areas. My peers in the Men of Tomorrow program will provide a summary of each of the topics. The 5 learning lessons started with a scenario introduction where we learned about a goal or task that a citizen wants to achieve and the financial barriers they are facing. We were then taken through a series of activities where we learned about financial concepts and immediately apply them to the scenario. Each content lesson ends with free response reflection questions, encouraging us to reflect on the concepts we have learned and apply them to our lives. In the final lesson, we revisited the values we identified in the very beginning of the course and complete a portfolio piece, our blueprint, through a series of activities in which we identified and prioritized personal, financial, education, and career goals. Now, Jasmine Mitchell will tell us about our next topic.
Thank you, Cassidy. Our next topic was smart shopping. Our presenter was Mr. Eugene Miller, coordinator. The topics were opportunity cost, creating and prioritizing a budget, spending plan, comparison shopping, research spending decisions, analyzing sources, and budgeting strategies and tips. We helped a character that had limited budget redecorate his room. We had to prioritize his budget, use comparison shopping methods, research upcoming spending decisions, and make smart choices about when to save or spend. Our learning objective was to define and identify opportunity costs, put together a budget of an individual preference, gathering prices and quality information, and comparing unit prices. Our next topic was ways to pay. Our presenter was Mr. Chavez Golden, coordinator. The topics were earning income, payment types, cost of credit, saving strategies, borrowing your reputation, and taxes. We helped a character save up for a trip while managing his day-to-day expenses. We also helped him select a job, review his paycheck and credit card statement, and we helped him make decisions about when to utilize different payment types. The objectives were to choose when to use different available payment methods such as cash, debit, credit, mobile, and others. Assess the benefits and costs of using credit, understand the importance of a credit score, and recognize the components that affect your score. And finally, describe different sources of income, including wages, salary, stipends, and benefits. And now Sydney Stokes will tell us about our next topic.
Thank you, Jasmine. Our next topic was investing in you. Our presenter was Mr. Octavius Coleman. The topics were career exploration, education and training options, ways to pay for higher education, and saving strategies. We helped advise the character on her future path that she'd like to pursue. We helped her narrow down the career path she'd like to pursue by examining required skills and interests, income potential, and education and training requirements. Afterwards, we helped the character find various ways to reduce out-of-pocket costs of her first year of higher education. The objective was to match personal skills and interests with various career options, compare the cost of post-secondary education with the potential increase in income and lifetime earnings from a career choice, and devise a strategy to minimize the cost of post-secondary education. Our next topic was growing a business. Our presenter was Mr. Charles Crowe. The topics were depository accounts such as savings, checkings, and CDs, and simple and compound interest. We helped a business owner calculate her monthly profit and loss and devise a strategy to save up for new capital for her business. We helped the business owner open savings and checking accounts, grow her money faster with a certificate of deposit, and make monthly transaction decisions. The objective was to analyze a budget to calculate revenue, expenses, and profit loss. Compare the different interest-bearing accounts based on their interest rate, liquidity, minimum balance requirements, and fee structure, and summarize the effects of inflation, deflation on the price of goods and purchasing power over time. Now, Bryce Dorsey will tell us about the next topic.
Thank you, Sydney. Our next topic is your financial future. Our presenter was Mr. Nicholas Crowe, also a coordinator. The topics were types of investments such as risk versus return, return on investment, risk management, insurance, borrowing reputation, aka credit score, and time value of money. We assist a character as they go through a life simulation, helping them make insurance and investment decisions at critical life milestones. We help the characters select different insurance policies and experience how random, unexpected occurrences can lead to financial loss, and help the character adjust his investment portfolio as he nears retirement age. The objectives are to categorize the kinds of expenses that typical auto renters, homeowners, and health insurance policies cover, Describes the differences between a premium, deductible, co-payment, and co-insurance. Describe and compare stocks, bonds, and mutual funds based on their typical risk and return levels. And suggest appropriate investment types for people based on their risk tolerance and investment growth timeframe. Our final topic was Build Your Blueprint. Our presenter was Mr. Charles Crowe. The topics were financial values and goals, career exploration, planning for higher education, and future planning. Using the knowledge and experience from the course, we set our own financial goals and made plans for the future. Our answers created a portfolio piece, aka our blueprint, that can be printed or shared with others. This personalized document detailed our future career interests, plans for higher education, and next action step. The objectives were to understand that attitude and values affected financial decisions, to apply systematic decisions making to set and achieve financial goals, to construct and prioritize personal financial goals, and give examples of how decisions made today can affect future opportunities.
Wow. Well, those students have definitely been busy and have had a very rich learning environment for the virtual setting for Men of Tomorrow for this past year. Now we'll have another special music selection, and this one is from another Men of Tomorrow alum, Mr. Julian Daniels II. Julian is a senior at Lee University, and he's majoring in music and worship.
I have often dreamed of a far-off place where a great warm welcome would be waiting for me, where the crowds will cheer when they see my face, and a voice keeps saying, "This is where I'm meant to be. I will find my way. I can go the distance. I'll be there someday. If I can be strong, I know every mile will be worth my while. I will go most anywhere to feel like I belong. Down an unknown road to embrace my fate, though that road may wander, it will lead me to you, and 1,000 years, yeah, will be worth the wait. It might take a lifetime till I somehow see it through, and I won't look back. I can go the distance, and I'll stay on track. No, I won't accept defeat. It's But to look beyond the glory is the hardest part. My hero's strength is measured by his heart. I am on my way. I can go the distance. I didn't get there someday. Somehow I'll be strong, and I know every mile will be worth my while. I would go most anywhere to find where I belong.
Wow, what a beautiful selection. And thank you, Julian, for your talent and your time. So now we're at the point in the program that we all look forward to, and that is the awards presentation. Miss Frida Boyd is going to provide that to us. She is a small business program manager at UCOR and serves as a board member and coordinator for Men of Tomorrow. Miss Boyd?
Good evening, everyone. One of the elements of the Men of Tomorrow program is the promotion of high scholarship and vocational and career guidance. The Men of Tomorrow program has become the channel through which young men and women are encouraged to improve their social and economic conditions. Qualifications for a Men of Tomorrow Foundation scholarship requires active participation in the program, acceptance to college, submission of an essay on the importance of the Men of Tomorrow program, and submission of an article to the Men of Tomorrow newsletter. Each of the seniors were given a quota of points for each requirement, which determined the level of scholarship and gift awards. In addition to receipt of a scholarship, seniors who have acquired the required points quota will receive a special gift of a laptop to take with them as they start their new journey. Our first award is for the highest amount of dollars generated for the advertisement campaign. It is through the advertisement campaign, along with corporate donations, that this program is carried out. This year's recipient for the ad campaign is Cassidy Dukes. Thank you to Cassidy's parents for your outstanding support to this campaign effort. Cassidy has been a participant in the Men of Tomorrow program for 3 years. Congratulations and thank you. We also have 2 very special awards recognizing Cassidy Dukes and Jasmine Mitchell, who have completed all of the requirements for the online financial literacy program sponsored by Men of Tomorrow. The following are the seniors who participated in the Men of Tomorrow program. Cassidy Deasia Dukes, daughter of Mr. Sergio and Mrs. Chastity Dukes. Cassidy is a senior at Oak Ridge High School. Her organization activities include Oak Ridge High School course, Men of Tomorrow program, Oak Ridge High School Southeastern Consortium of Minorities in Engineering, or SECME, Oak Ridge High School Medical Program, Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Debutante, Debutante Scholarship Recipient, and Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Keep the Dream Alive Scholarship Recipient. Her church affiliation is Faith Promise. Her career aspiration, to attend college and become a registered nurse.
Was more than just a program. It was more of a life experience. Through every scenario and every activity, us students individually learn real life expectations. For example, purchasing a car or a home, purchasing insurance, and also our credit scores. Not only did Men of Tomorrow create a fun experience for me and also the other students, it also prepared me for what life would be like after high school. And I would also like to thank the coordinators for just supporting me and giving me this experience throughout high school.
Kiara Eunice Christine Felton, daughter of Miss Sharonda Felton. Kiara is a senior at Farragut High School. Her organization and activities include graduating from Barbizon Modeling and Acting School, National Honor Society, National Honor Society Scholarship recipient, Parsons Yellow Brick Fashion Industry Essentials Program Certificate, Girls Talk Life Prep Academy, Love Kitchen Volunteer, Boo at the Zoo Volunteer, and Pigeon Forge Halloween Festival Volunteer. Her career aspiration, attend Clark Atlanta University and major in fashion, merchandising, and also become a professional stylist.
This is my second year in the Men of Tomorrow program, and the program has become something that I really enjoy participating in, and it has become very important to me because it teaches us a lot of things about life and what we're going to have to be dealing with in the future.
Jalen Jerome Hayward, son of Mr. Antonio Thorpe and Miss Jocelyn Hayward Thorpe and Mr. James Troop. Jalen is a senior at Oak Ridge High School. His organization and activities include Oak Ridge High School varsity football, Oak Ridge High School honorable mention, Men of Tomorrow program since 6th grade, and Oak Valley Baptist Church Youth Choir. His church affiliation is Oak Valley Baptist Church. His career aspiration, to attend college and major in theater and business.
Good evening. It's Jalen Hayward, and I'm here to say that Men of Tomorrow meant a lot to me. I'm glad that they helped me get through high school. They have a lot of people that come and talk about how they got through the Men of Tomorrow program. Men of Tomorrow, it was fun for the 6 years that I did it. They tried to make it fun, but also it was more of us understanding where they're coming from, like college students and how they see college and how they look back at young adults and try to tell us what's right before we even go into college. Like little stuff like that, it's really appreciated. But the whole Men of Tomorrow staff, I really would say thank you, because y'all brought me a long way. Even when when I was down bad, hey, y'all was there. But it's always good to know people looking out for you and trying to see you do good in yourself. But Men of Tomorrow, I thank you.
Kamari Yulia Mitchell Steen, daughter of Miss Yolanda Mitchell and Mr. Kevin Steen Jr. Kamari is a senior at Oak Ridge High School. Her organization and activities include Oak Ridge High School Mentor, Oak Ridge High School Student Council Representative, Young Life, SECME, Oak Ridge High School Varsity Basketball, Basketball All-Region, All-District, All-State, District MVP, Oak Ridge High Varsity Track, Clinical Internship Health Club, Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Keep the Dream Alive Scholarship recipient, and the Men of Tomorrow program. Her church affiliation is Faith Promise. Her career aspiration, to attend college and become a physician's assistant.
Hello, I'm Kamari Mitchell Steen, and I go to Oak Ridge High School, and I'm a senior. Why did I join the Men of Tomorrow program? My mother pushed me to join the program ever since I was a freshman. And now that I'm in it, I've learned how everything works financially. If it wasn't for this program, I wouldn't have known how to even buy a house, buy a car, make payments on credit cards, or anything like that. I would most likely recommend this program to any of the younger students so they can learn how everything works before they go to college or in life.
These young people are our future, and we must all continue to strive to nurture, encourage, and provide the support to help them reach the next level of their young adult life. Thank you for continuing to be role models for future men of tomorrow's students. Thank you, and have a good evening.
What a great group of students do we have this year, as we do every year. We'd like to thank all of those who have participated through this year, and we look forward to see the wonderful things that our seniors are going to go do. This program has been a special place for me for a number of years. The coordinators in this group have been a constant in my life and were a big impact on me being able to go to the next step in my life as I left high school and decided on what college and what education I was going to go for. So at this time, I'd like to reintroduce Ms. Kamari Mitchell-Steen, who you heard from earlier, to provide our closing remarks.
As most of you know, charitable organizations like the Men of Tomorrow could not exist without the generous support of our sponsors. This evening, we would like to recognize those individuals and businesses which have stepped up to provide significant financial support to the Men of Tomorrow Foundation. Our gold sponsors are Boston Government Series Inc. and Lucy Lee Galleries Inc. Our silver sponsor is Mr. David and Miss Julia Rupert. Our bronze sponsors are Miss Betty Mansfield, Mr. Charles, and Miss Edwina Crowe, Mr. David and Miss Heidi Marie Grooms, Eckert Wellness Center, Mr. Henry and Miss Monica Perry, Lieutenant Governor Randy McNally, Oak Ridge Associated Universities, RSI and Tech, LLC, RT Clap Car Care, and UCOR, LLC. We thank our sponsors for the generous support. If you'd like to donate to the Men of Tomorrow Foundation, you may access information at www.menoftomorrowprogram.org. No donation is too small. Now, as we close out the evening, I would like to thank each of you for joining us for our annual scholarship award program. Now that my picture is on the wall as a successful graduate of the Men of Tomorrow program, I joined the hundreds of alumni, and I am determined to set my goals high and strive to make the world a better place again. Thank you and have a good evening.
You're the lover of my soul, the fire that burns deep within. You are the joy this world can't take away. This spiritual love affair, no, it will never end. When I look at you, then the world's alright with me. Lord, just one thought of you, I know it's gonna be a lovely day. A lovely day. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. When I look at you, then the world's alright with me. Lord, just one thought of you, and I know it's gonna be